Welcome, Aries, to your February chakra reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, Aries, let's see what's going on with you. As you can see, I already have these pre-shuffled, so we don't sit over here for 10 minutes getting the cards out. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. Oops. Great way to start the morning. Okay, here we go. We have recovery, which is the third eye, talking about this third eye, which is your intuition, getting into the truth and understanding the truth of the matters. Okay, so this card is actually talking about recovery. So this is it time to recover a part of me that has been dormant? Am I ready to live an inspired future? So it's asking you questions, so that way you can face the fears, face the wounds with strength, courage to face the pain, awakening, and greatness. So regeneration in a lot of ways. And using your third eye is going to help you recover this. So that's great. So what you can do is step back and allow the angels and your higher self, ancestors, whoever you talk to bring healing to you, right? To bring the healing to you. God himself. Okay, so going straight into the inner strength. Now we're using this beautiful sacral chakra and getting into this inner strength. I hope that one's sacral chakra. Hold on a second. No, I'm sorry. It is yellow. It is actually yellow. These cards are a little, okay. Okay, so it is actually yellow, not orange. It looks orange, but it's yellow. So I'm sorry, getting into the solar plexus is telling you inner strength. This is talking about using the inner strength that you have within yourself. Now remember, in the recovery card, it says the same thing. Digging deep for what wounding is strength, courage to face the pain. So there is a part of yourself, deep within yourself, that's going to help you use that inner strength, but it's more like an awakening of it, right? It's like you're going to awaken it. That's great for you, Aries, too, because you really have that power within yourself to dig deep and say, you know what, I do have this inner strength. Really bringing that inner strength out to let it pop. So that's a great card for you. It's because of emotional loss, which is dealing with the heart chakra. So your heart chakra is down. It is not moving the way it's supposed to be. It is definitely blocked because of the emotional loss. So when you really dig deep in finding this within your intuition and then digging for that inner strength, you'll start pulling yourself out of the emotional loss, because then you can start asking those questions again, right? It could be a lot of shadow work that might end up taking place within this this meditation and this digging deep over here, because it looks to me like you're going to be asking a lot of questions to pull yourself out of this. Is it time to recover the part of me that has been dormant, right? Is it time for me to awaken my heart and allow it to shine, allow myself to, recover from the emotional loss? Lots of questions. Ask your angels, and that's what it was saying over here. Allow your angels to guide you through this. Ask them to, give the pain to God. God wants it, right? The universe wants your pain. Give that pain to them so that they can start bringing out the inner strength within yourself to get through this. Be the whale. Live as a fully conscious being. So it's not telling you to not live consciously, not to just live and dwell in the, in the intuition. It literally wants you to go into your intuition and then come back and be this whale. Have the understanding. You're going to find the deeper understanding and then bring it into the consciousness of yourself. That way you can pull. That's where you're going to start pulling the inner strength, right, into the conscious. Having the understanding consciously, because this is going to sit underneath this. So then becoming aware of what your intuition is saying. Trust yourself. Yes, please trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, you're going to have a hard time doing this. If you can't trust that what's going on within the recovery is actually going to happen, you have to believe it. You have to fight it. You have to really, you know, understand what is really going on. You are wise, Aries. You have the inner strength to do this. You know how to grow. You know, you have all of this within you. So don't doubt it. Even if you don't see it, remember that there is so much happening, okay, around you. Right? There's so many things happening around you. Just become aware, and that's where this consciousness, I'm doing a great job this morning, aren't I? First reading out of the box, and I am just hooves for hands. Okay, so being this conscious whale. So just remember, you need the power, you need the force that it needs to push yourself. So trust yourself when you're pushing yourself. And trust that even though you're pushing yourself, you can do things, but just don't overthink things. This won't help you. If you're overthinking the situation, it's not going to help. Okay? You just need to relax and heed your own messages and your own wisdom and insights, and listen for the messages and more clearly so that you can allow yourself to guide you. That way you can filter out everything else, right? Okay. Filtering out everything else, just so you know where you're going. Okay, and the 2 tarot cards you have is, yes, wanting and having the faith and the belief that you can do this. I do believe deep within yourself the 10 of Swords is upside down because you do have great faith. You do know that sooner or later you will get to, you will get through this. It's just hard, right? It's just really hard. But you are working towards being your own emperor. You want this strength. You're digging deep for it. I believe a lot of you are already digging deep for it. I mean, look at your tarot cards. Having the belief and the faith to get back to being the emperor, to becoming strong, to being my own power, getting my own power back, regaining my own strength. And if, for those of you who are Aries Taurus, it's the same, right? Some of you who are watching maybe Aries Taurus cusp. So yes, and definitely just regaining that power no matter what. Let's see what's going on over here, my friends. You want the recovery. The first thing I keep saying to you guys, you want the recovery. You have the key to do so. That key is already within you. You just have to unleash it. Because remember, only you can really help yourself. Everybody can try to help, but as you know, when you're feeling sad, sometimes they help a little, but not the way, they really, you really want the help. So you have to understand that the key is within you. So clarifying on the inner strength, the emotional loss, the trust yourself, and the whale. Four of Coins in reverse. There's that 10 of Swords that you're trying to get through. Here it is over here. So it literally is, that 10 of Swords. The 2 of Cups, trying to become one with yourself. It's like you want the unity with yourself because you want that healing. You want to feel better. If you're trying to recover from an argument with someone, then you want the 2 of Cups. You want them to come back to you. You want the unity with the other person as well. So take it how it resonates. Could be a little bit different for everybody. Depends on the situation. Yeah, Lovers in reverse. Excuse me. So it's the same thing as you just said. So, if you're in love with somebody, you guys had a little tiff, or maybe not even a little tiff, maybe it was when we had 10 swords here, maybe it was a big fight. This situation is going to be different for everybody because I also see the loss of someone, literally meaning someone died. And you're trying to get past that death. This is going to be a lot harder for some, you know, for some people. It's going to be much, much harder to get through. Eight of Swords in reverse. Seven of Staffs. Ooh. But moving forward, pretty much the angels are saying, we're going to work through this. We're going to get through this. Once you get out of the Eight of Swords and you get out of the emotional loss and you don't feel like you're stuck anymore and that you're keeping yourself stuck within your mind, within the emotional loss, you can pretty much move through this. You won't feel, you know, the challenge is still going to be there, but you're not going to feel so overly challenged. You're going to start moving forward once you start doing this. But, you know, first you have to kind of let go, you know, and start moving past the Ten of Swords, as it says over here, to get reunited with yourself. So that way you can start the healing process. And this is actually going to bring in that inner strength for yourself. Yes, here's the strength. Yeah. The King of Swords is showing this strength of communication, this wanting to communicate, whether it's opening up to somebody else, opening up to the universe, opening up to yourself about the situation, understanding with the swords over here, understanding the, how you're recovering, learning with the Knight of Swords as well. There's a big learning over here as well. Swords like to keep us knowledgeable of things, right? Because it's, and that's also kind of like being consciously aware of the situation and moving beautifully, you know, towards definitely healing and strength again. So there's your big, big strength. This is going to be the strength, the overall strength. That's going to be that inner strength, really pulling yourself towards that. And yes, you're going to have to hermit. Like I said, you know, you're going to have some hermiting. Like I said, maybe you do some shadow work because you have a lot of questions to ask. So, you know, if you need to do shadow work, do the shadow work. If you want to just go hermit, it is wise to do so because you're going to have a lot of healing and a lot of rest and thinking and reflecting to do. So whether or not we get the moon or we get the hermit, it's all going to be the same, right? Reflecting on the issue, reflecting on how we're going to get through this. Does that mean the pain's going to 100% go away? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know, especially if it's somebody that you really, really loved, right? But we need to heal and move on. And if it's the death of someone and they died, do you think that they would want you to be sad forever? We really have to ask these questions though, right? We have to ask these questions for just 1 second. You know, do you think that that person would really want you to be sad forever? Because I know if I died, I'd want my husband to move on, find new love, you know, do the things that he needs to do to live. He can't just sit over here and just, you know, think about me all day and just live as a hermit. I wouldn't want that. No, I'd want him to live life, enjoy life, you know. I wouldn't want him to just lay around, waste his life away. No, I'd want him to go find new love and enjoy the life that he has. So we have to ask these questions, you know. I know, and when my grandma died last year, guys, I also thought the same thing. I would never find anybody to talk to. I would never have a person to teach me anymore. Like my teacher is gone. My teacher's gone, you know. It's like, who do I go to now? How do I do this? I don't know if I can do this anymore. And I even thought about it too. Like if I can't have the answers to do things, how am I going to do these tarot readings for you guys when I don't have my teacher anymore? She's the one that teaches me all these beautiful things. She's the one that teaches me about why would you want to, just the same things I just told you. Because when my dad died, she's the one that told me, do you think your dad wants you to just lay around and not do anything? Or do you want he go out and have fun? And, you know, do the things you want to do. So all these messages and stuff that I've learned all came from her. So if she's gone, how do I continue? Well, I continue by the words that she gave me, and I built my own inner strength. And I said, that's it. You know what? I have enough knowledge. I can just go from there, and I learn as I keep going. And then I just keep in my head, like, what would grandma say? You know? So, yeah. So, and I'm telling you, that's what she would tell you. That's what she's telling, you know, that's what she would, she's already told me this. So I'm just bringing it back to you. So, you know, so it's like, that's what she would say. And she would say, no, Aries, go live your life. Remember, don't hold on to things. And if it is a love relationship, the universe, God, my grandma would say, God himself. She's very Christian. She'd be like, Jesus has something better for you. We only have people for certain reasons. And if it wasn't meant to be, that means that there's now someone else out there ready for you now. It's almost like, you know, they're all learning experiences. So that's the way I see it. Some relationships get to hold on forever, and then some relationships, there's a reason for everything. And everyone on this planet is different, right? But don't hold back your love just because you lost love. Because there's going to be someone out there who needs you. Someone out there needs you, and you need them. And even if you don't get to hold on to them forever, either you're growing and you're teaching each other how to do things. Teaching them about love. Okay. Yeah. And this is going to bring you in a whole new cycle. And I feel it too. I'm just going to take this Lovers from here, and I am going to put it over here because that's exactly how I feel. The love that you lost, the heart, and the emotional pieces that you lost is all going to come back together, because love is universal, and it's going to come back. And then it's going to bring you into this new beautiful world where you're going to stand beautiful and tall. Why? Because you trusted yourself. You trusted in the universe. You did what you were supposed to do. You grew from the emotional loss. You learned how to be the emperor that you wanted to be. And so now you get this beautiful new cycle. And you're going to come out looking like Cleopatra. Okay? And that's the way it's going to be. Right? And that's it. I mean, there's really nothing more than that, right? And that's the way it is. That's the way the world works. It's a cycle. Okay? And you guys keep working on that, and you will get yourself balanced, and you're going to feel much better. Okay? But do some reflective work, and that will help you heal, to recover. But remember, my friends, you all have the key within yourself. Just dig deep for it. Okay, and that was reading for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.